blank to the face. So seeing her laying there with missing half of her head was just like...
The basic message that I just wanted to know that it's okay to ask for help. Like in the addiction world, people think it's embarrassing to go to rehab or go somewhere like, to go away. But what's really more embarrassing is being out there and still pedaling and doing stuff that you need for your habit. Mm-hmm. So just know that it's okay to ask for help.
A passenger jetliner that flew into the building, that doesn't happen, right? I mean, that's a professional pilot who knows what he's doing, or she, and they're not flying into two big towers that are in the middle of the sky. That's not happening. So we knew it was, we felt it was an attack, and we felt that it was the same people who had threatened to kill us.
Corporal Keith Shibley is presented the Valor Award for his immediate response and courageous actions during the shooting rampage at the Washington Navy Yard.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to end the Merry Christmas part, but I hope everyone did have a great Christmas, and welcome to Mind Over Madness with Loomis and Keith Shibley, and we got a special guest again, return visitor. Bobby's been around though for a while with me. We did oh look, of course it didn't pop up. I had the hard life of Bobby Bright though up, but that one didn't go up because of loading and shit with this StreamYard. So, but anyway, Bobby, it's always great having you. Love you, my man. And
good to be here, boys. Good to see you.
Everyone Bobby in the chat, I want them to understand that. Thank you all so much for being here. Gina, love you. Matt, love you. Daz, Roll the Bones, what's going on? All the Bones crew, if they come in, love you. You're definitely in for a treat tonight. So Bobby, I don't know, from just talking to you and Keith, if it's cool with you, we'll just roll right into it. From just talking to you, I don't know, it kind of seems like you want to get something like off your chest or something. I don't know, like what's going on, buddy?
Well, like I was telling you on the last show.
Wait, let me give a little background. Bobby's from out in the Canada area and grew up very, very, very hard, very tough, and was in that gang life, is out of it now, and is getting better, and also had his addiction issues, and like me and Keith, and is getting better. And I just wanted, for anyone who didn't know Bobby yet, just to give a little background, and very inspiring. So I hope you enjoy. But go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, like I was saying on the last show, when I seen that advertising of that guy that murdered my friend, fucking being played as a fucking hero, kind of opened up a can of worms for me, because the whole story how Dean and Donovan were murdered is just total bullshit, and I want to get it out there,
Well, let's let the folks still know we're here. Just a little background story again. You and Dean were best friends. You and Dean were, two peas in a pot. With everything, there's you and Dean right there. I got some good pics though right here. No, there's Dean right there. R.I.P. I just heard so many stories about this man that I'm like, man, I wish I could have met him. He was a stunt man. He actually is Russell Crowe's double stand-in in Cinderella Man. There's Bobby and Dean right there. And Dean was murdered. You want to just give a brief little story of what happened to Dean, Bobby, and then get into it, just so people understand.
Well, it was a double homicide up in Watsega Beach where he lived, him and Donovan, and he was convicted of conspiracy to import narcotics, and he was supposed to go start doing his time down in Quebec. And this murder happened 2 days before he went.
Yeah, and that's tough, buddy. That's definitely tough. And but I also want to let everyone know you two were he was like brother to you,
Oh yeah, I met Dean when I was in grade 3.
He's a legend out there. He's a legend out there.
I think we're fighting over a girl, or I did, and we were best friends ever since then.
Yeah. And anyone can check out though the first live that we did too, though, with Bobby, though, where he goes into his whole entire story. But so RIP obviously to Dean, and I want to get it out there too, though. That Dean, though, was, I mean, what a talented individual, though, as well, though. I mean, with all the stunt work that he did for Hollywood, and I mean, he's the one that's in the ring as Russell Crowe and all that stuff. When he's fighting, and he was stunt man, he was in a bunch of stuff. I looked at his IMDb and stuff, and it was a big thing when he passed away out there. It was in Ontario.
Yeah, Wasaga Beach, Ontario. Yep.
Yeah, like there is, I read the big write up about it though. Like it even, it said it's like stuntman legend Dean Kozlov, stuff like that. So I'm from America, Pennsylvania, Keats, West Virginia. But and then Bobby, we did that show, and all these people started coming in and talking about like, you guys are known, obviously. So
Yeah,
but I like to throw the good though out there though. Dean though was a hell of a guy.
Yeah, he was. I mean, every so often you meet I was fortunate to happen to meet a special human being like he was. Like he was ahead of his time, even as kids. He was always, thinking, and I just miss the guy. But yeah, this thing that they made this guy a hero on a home invasion, and it's just it's making me sick. And even his daughter's like, so it's time to get it out there. You know what I mean? Yeah, because this guy was a scumbag, fentanyl fucking dealer. You know what I mean? Didn't pay his fucking bills. You know what I mean? Right? So fuck him. Right? So.
Yeah, I mean, I know you wanted to get that though off your chest, and because you've been there and you tried doing everything though that you could do, and then people, how people are afterwards. Me and you talked about. I don't want to get too personal though about what we talked about, but on here because I did talk to you about like if I could say anything or anything. But yeah, man. So what could you do though, Bobby? You know what I mean? Like Dean knew who you were. Dean knows who you are deep down in his heart, and honestly, I don't want to bring up the ex-wife because it's family stuff,
No, I'll bring that shit up, man.
That's what, if you want it.
Like I was saying on the first show, I wrote a book, My Life with Him, and it's all dedicated to his kids. So the book does well. They get all the proceeds. I don't want no, you know what I mean. That's for them. And I put this in the book, and it's just it's hard to let it go for me after the cops didn't do their fucking job, obviously. And so I just want to clear the air of people who don't know, right? He was out no setup. Both of them were set up to be fucking slaughtered like that.
Sorry, Bobby.
Just in case people want to know, what's the name of the book that you wrote, and where can they get it?
Yeah, I haven't published it yet because I want to get I want to get the maximum response from it. I'm going on Sean Atwood and Michael Francese, right? So
cool.
You know what I mean? They're like,
Sean Atwood show over in Europe is big. Right. Yeah, good for you, Bobby. Congratulations, buddy, on that.
Yeah, thank you.
And you're giving all the proceeds are going to Dean's children.
That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, man. Right.
I mean,
and plus they'll have something. They'll have something to know their father on it. Questions.
I freaking love Keith. I love meeting like real people, like how you were like so Keith goes and does. People offer him like $2,500, $5,000 to travel around and speak. And Keith's like, I don't even like want the money, or like doesn't even like ask for the money. And me with the project, like I'm doing, like when I talk with Joe, I'm like, Joe, it's whatever it comes, it's you. I don't care about whatever. Give me $100. I don't care. I just want this thing to look good. It's just when you find though that those certain few people that are just true and not fake and not just trying to have an agenda, like, I'm going to do this to get ahead and all that. And you really come from the heart. I'm just saying I'm blessed to be here with both of you, and I love you. And thank you very much. And that goes to everyone out in the chat too. And
Right on.
yeah,
Thank
that
you.
we're going to get to in a second, though, here after Bobby clears the air. But, and I'd like Chris from Roll the Bones. I called him up and I said, you're one of those. And I saw it in him immediately, too, because he was doing an interview with a guy, and he didn't have to do this, but he reached out to the sister and just was letting her know, hey, I'm not trying to make a hit piece. He didn't have to do that. Like, it's just pure class and, and pure, like Chris said, he's like on a mission. Like, it's not about money. It's not about this and that. And, but at the same time, though, Keith, like on those travel things, you have to consider, they're trying to pay you for your time, but it's just beautiful to know that you guys are 100% just pure and real. And I'm blessed.
I was always told if you do things for the right reasons, the money will come eventually. If you go right off the bat looking for it, that's just what I was told. So but Bobby, when do you go on that show? Do you know? Do they give you a date or?
Yeah, he Sean Atwood's really booked up. He's doing a thing on all the government and politics. All the child trafficking, and he's doing all that stuff. He's got like a series going on. So he's booked solid. Michael Francis probably a little after that, right? Like for me, February's a good month because I'm not working or nothing. So
that's awesome.
So that's what I said. So sometime in next month.
Yeah, and you're coming from Canada, yeah. So that's good though, Bobby. That'll be fantastic. And again, congratulations on that. And what's up, Chris? Roll the Bones. That threw a quick little shout out. Dado, you found what you're looking for. That's awesome. Just want to throw out a shout out to DDTTT.0. Bobby is a solid dude. You're damn right he is. You're damn right.
Thank you.
You found what you're looking for. That's awesome. And LOL, I got you. Wait, hey, not heavy. All right. Just wanted to read through the comments. I didn't want you guys thinking over ignoring you. So, Bobby, the life how you lived and how you were brought up, like, you weren't brought up with a silver spoon in your mouth or any stuff like that. Like, you had to just, make it your way. For the mental health aspect of all that type of, and I know you still deal with it and stuff though, but because your turnaround of reversal is just sensational. Like, what was the pivotal moment that made you really be like, fuck this, I have to start changing?
Well, when I was in, when I got addicted to the heroin, right? And, my wife said, it's either that or us. And plus, there was a lot of heat on us. And the RCMP were going through my garbage, right? And that's, that scared the hell. I didn't want no hold up squad. Coming in what my kids are, right? So, because that's what was going to happen, right? So,
yeah.
So so I went and cleaned myself up in a nice rehab in Montreal, and I slipped a few times too, but finally, and then I started working at the ports, and 27 years later.
Yeah.
Well, Bobby,
I
don't know the full story.
Oh, God. And I was going to shut up for the rest of the show, but go ahead. I was going to say I have one last question, then Keith, take it away with it. And the last question that I had for you is, when I talked to a gangster before, he told me, it's kind of like you, Loomis, like how you, do you ever think about having a drink or a pill? That's how it is for us for committing crime. So with you having to deal, though, with the drink and the pill part, and also deal with the not committing crime part, that what is that like, that double, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was hard because it's a lifestyle, right? It's a lifestyle, because in the East End Toronto, everywhere you go, somebody's got something, and you know what I mean, and everybody's doing it. So really, nobody's really alive unless they got something in them, right? And so just that aspect, and then when I came home too, I was still getting phone calls. This going on, that. Can you get these? Yeah, same old. And I had to say no to a lot of people, right? So, and that's a good word in my vocabulary I use now, no, because that weeded out all the goofs. You know what I mean? So, if you're gonna work with somebody, you want to make sure they got your back 100%. Not well, whatever good I do for you, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like there's givers and takers in this world, right?
100%, Bobby. You said it right there. Like, if you're gonna hurt someone's feelings or whatever, listen, negativity's sticky. If someone's just draining you down, get rid of them. Go ahead, Keith.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I want after this question, man, I'll turn it over to you. You can get into as much detail, whatever you want to. But and I don't know the story as well as Loomis does or whatever. But so you and Dean y'all were connected at a very young age and like just inseparable. When you did decide to go get out of the game and stuff, did he get out of the game at all, or does he like back and forth? And then
well, at that time,
just get into whatever you want to say.
Well, at that time, he got pinched for extortion, kidnapping, right? So he was away. So that's what I mean. Like whenever he was away, it was like for me, just because me and him were always together, right? So but things happen for a reason, and I cleaned myself up. You know what I mean? And then
so you got cleaned up when he was.
Yeah. Well, you got to understand in there, like guys like him, they put him right in that's maximum security. You know what I mean? 23-hour lockup.
Yeah.
When he came out, he wasn't the same. It took him a while to. You know what I mean? Just like me, like being in rehab was like, doing time and stuff like that. And then when I come home, I like I said, I had a major adjustments to do.
Yeah, that's understandable, man.
It was weird. I never felt normal again. I never thought you know what I mean? It was weird feeling normal. Like,
Yeah. I mean, even when I got clean, the one thing they told me is the only thing you got to change is everything. You got to change people you hang out with. Yeah, I mean, I did. I had to change absolutely everything, man. So, but
you can't go back to where you were and like the same places, and you know what I mean. You can't do that. So,
yeah, completely agree. But yeah, man, have at it with as much detail, whatever you want to get into. The floor is yours, my friend.
Okay. My book's title is called Good Guys Wear Black. My man Dean. So, right? Because nowadays they do. You know what I mean? They don't wear white.
I think that, Bobby, that's way better than the title that I said the other day. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Right. So, but anyways, this what got a fucking fire under my fucking ass. Like I was saying, seen this thing on Facebook. It was about they were celebrating the brave heroes of Canada or something, and they had this fucking goof up there that being a hero, that he evaded a home invasion and all that stuff, and really put a fire under my ass, right? So, but anyways, I'll tell you what happened. Dean was going away to start a sentence, right? He got a couple of years, right? And oh, geez, here we go.
Take your time, Take your time.
His second wife, her name was Paula, and she was a real piece of work. I took him a while to see the light on her, right? But she kept his children away from him. You know what I mean? And she used the illness to keep them close and not, you know what I mean? She really manipulated them. And I told him that like before all this happened, like maybe a year before this happened, but he didn't listen, right? And but anyways, Dean. There was I'll talk about Donovan, the other guy that was murdered. Donovan's place was the house to go to up there in Wasaga Beach. Everybody went there. We all, party, drink, smoke, whatever, whatever. And then, as you know, when you're doing that, everybody's talking, right? Mm-hmm. So this particular night, Paula was over there. And I don't know who Dean told, but Dean told when he hits prison, he's going to divorce her, right? So she came over there one night, and, she was very upset, saying like really serious stuff, like, there's no way he's going with another woman. I'll have him dead first and all this. Like, she's literally just saying it, right? So anyway, Donovan and Dean, okay, Donovan's a hustler. This guy owed him a lot of money. So Dean figured, well, I'm going to work. Like, the lawyers drained him. Like Dean had a good job. The lawyers fucking drained him. The trial went on for like 3 years. You know what I mean, right? So these lawyers should get away with, But anyways, it's just crazy. $600 an hour. Some of them $800,000 an hour, plus making phone calls. Like you. But anyways, yeah. So she was shooting her mouth off, like not just at Donovan. She was all around, right? I wish Dean didn't tell anybody, because that's what I hate about people. Dean tells somebody he thinks is solid up there, and they go and fucking repeat it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's right. So anyways,
be careful who you talk to. Yeah.
This guy. Okay. This guy, he was a dealer. Him and his son, actually, right? Well, the whole house, and the son and his wife, they're all fentanyl dealers. Oxys, everything, right?
So they're murderers then.
Yeah, right. So
they're still fentanyl. They're murderers, but go on.
Yeah. So this is what happened.
And real quick, I don't want to hear anyone say rat shit or whatever. There's no street code for fucking selling fentanyl. You're killing everyone. That's all it is. It's fucking, so bash them in the head with a bat, call the fucking cops, do whatever. There's no street code for fucking fentanyl. It's poison. Yeah. Sorry, I just get mad about that. And
So everything I just told, everything I just told Janelle, kid Jimmy Bush's nephew came down. I was down at Queen Street. Me, my friend Timmy, Liana. We were at a place called the Duke, and this kid came. He came down and he was scared. He asked for my protection if I can protect him. So I told him, okay, get your wife packed up or something, like, because I got. Well, where I'm at now was a ex-safe house for us, right? So I could have put him somewhere anyways, and so he's the one telling us the story because he was here at Donovan's listening to her and everything else. So anyways, the reason why he came down, because she went over to his house and threatened him, said, you open your mouth about the other night at Donovan, I'm going to kill you. And Paula, she was a nut, she's always fucked up on something, right? And plus, she was running around with him. The guy that killed him, she was fucking running around with too, right? Plus other guys, I won't mention, right? So,
oh man, yeah. Go ahead.
So Jimmy was so the young guy. So the guy he knew that it was serious and it would happen. Like, there's a lot of serious people up there, right? That she met off of Dean, mind you. You know what I mean, right? Mm-hmm. But they fucking betrayed him by fucking letting her hang with him. But anyway, that's a whole different ballgame. So yeah, so he told us everything I just said, that what she was saying, that he'll never be with anybody else. Like, basically, if he's not with me, you know what I mean? He ain't gonna be with nobody, kind of thing. You know what I mean, right? So, but she went and threatened him and his fiance.
Yeah.
Right. And he came down to Toronto and asked for my protection. Right. And so I said, yeah. So he went back home and I never heard from him again because he did get murdered. Well, OD'd on fentanyl, him and his girlfriend, fiance. So she got him. right? It's very easy to, because everybody, it's very easy to go to the guy's house and say, when he comes over, give him something. And that's what happened to him. You know what I mean? Right? So,
Got it.
so anyways, the night of the double homicide, this guy again doesn't pay his fucking bills. You know what I mean? And so she knew what Dean Donovan would do. You know what I mean? Right? And Dean told her to say, we're going over to Donovan's tonight. I'm going to get you some money. So when I go away, like he already had money, but he just wanted to make peace with her before he went, right? So they were sitting there waiting for him. So Dean knocked on the door. They went after it. So he kicked it in, and then right there, kaboom, both of them, shotgun blast through both of them, right? Donovan got shot. Dean got shot. And here's the kicker. While they were laying dead bleeding, they didn't phone the police. They moved the bodies and covered it up in tarp in their backyard.
The fuck?
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, exactly. And the piece of shit driver that drove him there, he took off. He didn't even, you know what I mean? Right?
But I mean, that's just,
another
why would they
betrayal.
do that? They're not even hiding it. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, so
Well,
they were trying
well,
their
house was full of drugs. So think about it. So here they are. They fucking shoot two guys. You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though that usually it's not over a tarp or whatever. But besides the fact, because it's terrible that he got shot and killed. But my fucking point thing is do you think that it was to make peace with her, or do you think though that like Dean? Remember you were saying some things like you didn't think Dean wanted to go back to jail, prison.
Yeah. Well, nobody wants to go. No, he just wanted to give her the money.
Did he have a case of the fuckets? Because he was out of that life, right?
Yeah, he just wanted to make her happy. Make it. I guess I'm thinking to seem that everything's okay between them. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So, right, but that case really put him in financial. He was telling me like he was supposed to come down. We're supposed to have dinner, right? Right, and when how we used to do it, if one of us was going away, he'd tell me what he want done or who to call when who to collect from or this or that or you know what I mean. So and vice versa, right? But he didn't show up, right? And now I know why. After like I didn't even get to say goodbye to him. Like usually when he's going away, we get to say, I get a chance to say goodbye, right? So, right? So,
Bobby, what?
Man, that's tough.
Yeah, yeah. So,
So after the coward fucking shot him and moved his body, like, what happened after that? Like, how did it progress forward?
Well, the next door neighbor heard a ruckus, right? Like I went and did my own little, investigation, right? So. The neighbor, she said that she heard a noise, and looked out the window. She didn't see anything, and then she went back to bed. And then when she woke up, she heard ruckus in the backyard, and she seen them moving the fucking bodies.
Sorry.
Right, and see, everybody was afraid to get involved. Everybody was into something up there, so nobody wants cops knocking on the door. Yeah. So I told her, this ain't a time to listen. You know what I mean? Like I kept her out of it, but I wanted to know, right? So who does that? If somebody you should hear this guy's statement. Okay, he said that he was tied up, and he asked because his dog was freaking out if they can bring his dog up. Okay, well, and have him tied to his dog too, so his dog will be all right. Are you fucking kidding me?
Unbelievable.
Like the fucking story, this goof, you know what I mean? Fucking said, right? So.
Bobby, hey everyone, it's Tylisa. I hope I don't see it on terrible with names, Keith. Don't laugh, but it's Tylisa, and I'm Bobby's friend. I'm grateful he showed me your podcast. Great show, guys. That's not
Talisa. That's
Talisa. I'm so sorry, Talisa. Sorry.
Yeah, she's aces. she's strong, strong girl, and got a lot of respect for her. You know,
Running
Yeah,
Red,
Bobby,
what's up?
Bob-
Thank you, Chris's wife.
Bobby,
Yeah.
after the cops get involved, how the fuck do they not piece that together though? Like you're gonna have a shotgun blast through a door,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna have bodies farther away, and you can tell how long they've been there. I mean, you can tell
Yeah.
whether they got shot in the past 30
Well-
minutes or
well-
a day and a half. You know what I mean?
Well, here's why. He was a fucking rat. He was a police informant. You know, like, like, you know what I mean? It gets deep, man. Like, you know, like he's a federal police informant, right? Because look who's up there. You got the bikes. You got organized crime up there.
Yeah.
And this guy is smack right in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's got all the dope. You know what I mean? Everybody. So he knows everybody's fucking business. You know, like why else would he do that? You know what I mean? Like you're right. Forensics. You know, he would get busted out. Like, you know what I mean?
Like that's
At the hour.
Whether
The
you
hour
were
of
tied up or
seven,
not,
all that.
and how you were killed, and what time, that stuff's not hard to fucking investigate, man. Like, even the Canadian police should be able to figure that shit out.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Like, right. So logically, you know, he was a police informant.
Bobby, how do you spell Dean's last name?
COPKOV.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
So since then, have you heard from or seen what the ex-wife is she
No,
still around?
Well, I'll get to that. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So there was 5 people involved in his murder. They're all dead now. They all OD'd on fentanyl.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Well, you know, Dean had a lot of friends up there. You know what I mean? I'll leave it at that. But all of them, 5 of them, see ya. Right? I even got questioned on it. You know, so I don't know.
All right, so here's the actual report on this.
Yeah.
From the Toronto Star. Veteran Ontario stuntman Dean Kopkoff killed in double slaying on eve of sentencing for drug offenses. Kopkoff, who was convicted last fall in a drug importation scheme, worked on big budget movies like Cinderella Man, The Incredible Hulk, Pacific Rim, and the 2014 remake of RoboCop. Sorry about that image, Bobby. Montreal, Ontario-based stuntman Dean Ilya Kopkoff, 52, has been identified as two of 2 men killed in a double slaying in Collingwood, Ontario last week, shortly before he was due to be sentenced in Montreal on drug offenses. We have just been notified by a close friend Mr. Kopkoff was reportedly murdered or died yesterday. We are currently investigating. Kopkoff and Donovan, base 42, both of us Wasaga Beach, Ontario, were killed following an early Tuesday altercation in a residential area of Collingwood, Ontario. The Ontario Provincial Police said in a news release. Police last week charged Cameron Gardner, 57, with 2 counts of second-degree murder. Police said they are searching for a third person who fled the scene after 1:30 a.m. Kopkoff was a veteran stuntman who worked on big-budget movies, Cinderella Man, Incredible Hulk, Pacific Rim, and 2014 remake RoboCop. He was convicted last fall in Montreal on 2 charges of conspiring to import hashish into Canada and awaiting sentencing. He was acquitted of conspiring to import cocaine. Rinaldi told the Star she is still trying to verify her client's death in Collingwood. Also named in that indictment was Raymond DeHardens, who was later convicted of murder, conspiracy, and the death of New York mob boss Sal Montagna. R.I.P. to Dean.
Yeah.
Just wanted Bobby to throw that up there, though, just so people watching can get a understanding of the.
Yeah. So I want to say, because I told this like the people up there and they were all no, they were all denied. So I just want to say, my friend Tim Fury, he was with me. I told him to come on if that's all right, and he can verify.
Yeah, I see him. Tim's in here, man. Yep.
Yeah.
Tim's
me and Tim been friends for a long time. Very, very solid man.
Ask
You know,
about the security videos not in line with what was said. Cops covered it up. That's Timmy here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was there when the kid came down. I just have. I don't know if Tim was already there at the bar or he came after I got there, but yeah, it was just fluke that he was there, and it was fluke that he even went there, right? Right? And so he was there, and then shortly after that, we're having a beer, and then Jimmy Bush's nephew walked in, and he was asking for my protection.
So that's because what I don't know. Why did it say in that article though? This is what confused me. Killed or died? That's what it said in the article. It said like he was found because how much longer was he found after he was shot?
Well, the time of death, he was shot right away, right? But time they phoned the police. They had to get rid of all their dope, all their money. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
What was like the hours, hourly? What is it like? Just
maybe 2 hours.
Oh,
you know what I mean? As I recall, something like that. Maybe longer. Yeah, maybe 3.
Did I miss something though, Keith? Though because you moved the bodies out back though, and then you called the cops. Like the cops aren't they going to know that those bodies were moved?
Yeah, they should.
Well, they should because the lady next door, the neighbor, seen them cover them both up in the tarp. What the wind blew it on? Like, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, but I mean, so then was that understood by the police?
Well, yeah. Well, that's why this story don't make sense. Their narrative is that he getting kicked in the door and then he was shot because Buddy was protecting his home. He's such a big fucking hero, and that was that. Basically, in a nutshell. You know what I mean? So,
sorry, Timmy.
Yeah, there's a lot of details they left out.
Dean was wounded for hours. Oh,
yeah. Tim. See, what I don't remember, probably Timmy will, right? Right. So, right on, Tim. Yeah.
Damn, man. Yeah. So, yeah, I remember, Bobby, you told me that was what fucked your head was like, what was going through his mind sitting there those last, hours, and that's
I still think about that. You know what I mean? Like,
so there's this snaky family, like snaky wifey type shit though going on. Like, with the one story you fucking told me, man, with the, I'm not going to bring it up or nothing, but the one that just wanted to run away and fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, real quick, I'm a little confused, Bobby. He got shot as soon as he got there. He didn't die right away.
Well, he bled out. Well, I really like
nobody will ever really know if it.
Yeah, he was shot in the midsection in the abdomen, right? So he would not have lived long.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, right? So
but how they find out that he was ours?
Well, the neighbor was when she heard a noise at a certain time, right? And then she went back to bed. She didn't know what went down, right? She heard a noise, and then she woke up at around, I think she said 4 or 5 in the morning or something like that, and seeing them tarping the bodies up.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, though, how do you know though that they were sitting there though, meaning alive? Did she see them alive?
No. All she
because he said
is what she told me. She well, actually, I think that, hey, Tim, didn't the young guy tell us that? And then I went up shortly after that, right? And then I talked to her, and then she told me the same thing the young fella did. So what she said exactly was she heard a noise coming over there, kind of like she was like in bed, right? She looked out the window. She didn't see, like she just like woke up, and because her window was open, and she heard the noise, and then she didn't hear anything after that, so she didn't think anything of it, right? And and then a few hours later she woke up, and then she went to close her window, and then she looked out and she seen them fucking, doing the bodies, man, putting the tarp on.
No, but you understood though why I asked that question though, because of the proof that that people actually saw them alive and breathing and stuff like that for that long. Like, because who's going to say the murderers aren't going to say, they're alive.
No, she didn't know anything until she woke up
long.
at 4 or 5 in the morning, right? I can't remember exactly the hour she said, right? But she heard that noise, so they must have got there about, say, maybe between 11 and 12, I think, right? So
Bobby Bright looking sharp in Canada. What up, Loomis? Chat. What's up, PT? Happy New Year to you, my man. Hope you had a great holiday. Thanks for being here, Gina. Fucking scumbag cowards. Hold on, and then Timmy. Gina also said that she was so sorry, Bob. Timmy here.
Thank you, Gina.
It was Dean got shot around 12. Cops found him at 6, still alive, but then he passed. See, that's what was my question.
Oh,
okay, thank you.
Okay. See, Timmy. See, this is why this is why I brought Tim on, right? Because you know what I mean. So, because he was there with me when the kid was out.
So when the cops came and found the tarps and stuff, he was alive, and then they took him, and then he passed in the hospital.
I can't remember, to be honest, but I don't because that picture, he was dead already. I think.
He was
dead already.
Yeah.
But I mean, all that time, they could have fucking phoned somebody. And the guy that was the third guy that took off, the piece of shit, right? Right? He didn't phone anybody, didn't tell no one, kept his mouth shut, right? When I went up there, he was fucking avoiding me like the plague. So but anyways, I got to talk to him anyways, right? So, but he's dead now too, so
Timmy said at the same time that you said that, he said he's dead too.
Yeah.
Damn, but no, that's all. Like, I didn't mean to harp though on it. I was just like trying to figure out a way, like maybe he didn't suffer, but I guess what happened was when they arrived on the scene and saw him, he was alive, but then boom, died on the scene, and then that was it. Yeah. Sorry, man.
Yeah, it was just
Bobby, whose kids are these right here?
Oh, that's a good friend of mine, my good friend Karen Davidson, and I was friends with her husband, but he died too. So like all my friends' kids, I'm close with, right? So
yeah. No, that's great though. That's great. That's Dean right there, and you.
Yeah, that's at his place in his backyard. Yeah.
And then there's the painting of Dean, right? Picture of Dean there. I love that picture. I didn't though come up the one where he's smoking the thing. And this is your sister, Bobby?
Yeah, that's my sister Paula.
Yep. And then we got that one's small, but way back, Bobby. Oh, let's go with the fro. I like it.
The Jerry curls, man.
But there's Dean right there. And who's his dad? Is that your kid?
No, that's Donovan. I think that's Donovan's daughter, or I'm pretty sure that's Donovan's daughter.
Yeah, you could tell though. Dean was in shape though, man. Even right there, look at his. Guy was ripped. Both of you were. Look at you guys are animals.
Yeah.
Jesus, he was a tough son of a bitch too, right?
Yeah. They used to call us Crockett and Tubbs.
Because wasn't he a martial artist?
Yeah. Well, yeah. He went to Japan, and he entered one of those, what do you call it?
Competitions.
Yeah, not like with what do you call it? Bare knuckles kind of thing, right? So, and he come third, but the guy that won it, Dean beat him, but he got deducted 2 points. So the guy that Dean beat won the whole thing, and so Dean finished third. So
Gotcha. Yeah, Timmy said Dean was the nicest guy, but don't try him.
The article Loomis read also said that that one guy was arrested. Did they let him go and drop charges, or?
Yeah, well, like I said, he was a driver, and
he wasn't the shooter; he was the driver.
Yeah, he was a dry. He was supposed to have their backs, but he was fucking in on it too.
Oh, you snaked them.
Everybody snaked him. This is where I'm getting at, right?
Sometimes, Bobby, though, you're just like me, though. You'll jump somewhere and then jump somewhere, or maybe
Yes,
I might have misheard you.
Because it's so long ago, and plus I got the the
Yeah,
ADHD.
no, I
I
understand. It's all good.
and
It's all
plus
good.
being on here, nerve right? But
So there was 4, 5, 6 people in on this setup altogether.
yeah, and there was also guys that knew it was going down but did nothing because right,
like his own people.
yeah.
Oh man, yeah. See, man, and everyone always wants to glorify that life and say this and that, and then before you were saying trying to fuck whoever and his girlfriend and this and that shit. It's all fucking bullshit. It really is. It is.
But
you're gonna fucking,
none of them are around.
stand your ground for someone who's gonna fucking shag your fucking wife and try to fucking steal it. It's just, no honor amongst thieves. That's the truth. And that's
it was just it was a shock.
No kid growing up now with no fathers because it's cool to be a fucking gangster. I'm sorry, but I just and Bobby will be the first one to tell you it's not cool. And he was actually one. So
I always thought I end up like that too. Like me and him say that, he goes, we used to say we're not going to make it till 30. Then when we hit 30, we're not going to make it till 40. Right?
Keith, he goes like this to me today, and Bobby, I'm not gonna tell the backstory. He goes like this to me today. He goes on the phone, when the hell are you going to come down? I go, when you get off the fucking mattresses. Like you want me to roll down now? No, I'm like, I'll keep don't even talk about that. That was for the
I almost got a plane ticket.
Yeah.
I told him, I said though that I'd like, you know what I mean? But like, the way he just said it and the way I said it to him, it was just funny as fuck. When are you gonna come visit? When you're off the fucking mattress, what are you gonna show me out there when you're on the mattresses?
No, everything's that stuff is all calmed down now. So
yeah, Keith is the coolest son of a bitch out there, like a veteran fucking cop. Fucking, he understands whatever, and he's friends with Bobby. He's got Bobby's back. You know what I mean? Keith, man.
Yeah, he's willing to come over, but I wouldn't.
He texts me all the time going, yo, check on Bobby, man. Check on Bobby. He was fucking this, and that's why I was trying to call you the other day and stuff like that. But no, Keith's always checking in on you and, telling me.
I'm good. I'm well, I'm good here. You know what I mean?
Just, going through my own bullshit with my addictions and stuff like that. And being judged and then meeting people I never would have met in my entire life and becoming really good friends with fucking felons and shit through the program I worked. I've got a huge respect for people, no matter what they did or how much crime or whatever, that can turn that shit around. They don't become a victim of their own bullshit. They turn their stuff around and then they do something positive. So anybody that does that's cool with me, Bobby. Just getting to know you're a solid dude. So I don't care what somebody's past is, dude. If they can turn their shit around and not be a victim for the rest of their life, and then do something positive to help other people, I got your back 100%.
Right on. Thank you. And I'll tell you, the best people I ever met that I would trust are ex-addicts because they were rock bottom. Yeah. And for them, just like me, you know what I mean? For them, you look at them now and they're all shining. They're all like, you wouldn't even recognize them now. And, you know what I mean? So, wow.
Everyone's a gangster till they get punched in the lips. Yeah, Mike Tyson. Everyone has a plan, or everyone's a gangster till a real fucking gangster walks in the room.
Well, Timmy knows that Timmy's no slouch.
Online. The chirpers online, they're not gangsters because real gangsters don't do that. So
there's a caveat to my kindness, though. Especially for the most people, unless you're a pedo, you can't turn around and change yourself if you're a pedo. If you're a pedo, I ain't fucking with you forever. No pedos can be rehabilitated, but
hey,
Bobby, That is that's a crazy story because I didn't know. We didn't really get in the weeds of that stuff, man. Like that's got to fucking weigh on you a lot. How do you deal with it?
Well, at first I didn't deal with it when but I did deal with it, and then after it was down, and then I fell off the wagon, right? While drinking, like you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, well,
And
you own it.
Right?
But like
And
I
then,
asked the question though, to what does chirp mean?
what happens with me is I go here and then I crash, right? And then I don't turn my fucking phone on for nothing, like you know what I mean, right? I won't work, I won't do nothing because I have to, you know what I mean, right?
So
It just been my experience. If when something happens and then something else happens, you have to, you got to kind of protect yourself from authorities. So,
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
What pulled you out of that though? What pulled you out of that that relapse?
Pardon me. Sorry. Say again, Keith.
What pulled you out of that relapse and that kind of frame of mind when you were going through all that?
I remembered where I was before, and I didn't want to go back. You know what I mean? Right. It's just
Good for you.
that's what I do. I think to where I was and how I felt and what I've lost, right? So, and I lost a lot, it's when you're like that, your kids don't respect you. That's what hurt,
Yeah.
right?
I get
And I
that.
had to work on it because when their mom died, I fucked off on them for 2 months, that didn't make things better too, right? Right. Like I said, the transition to be normal was tough because when I took off, I went and had a bender for 2 months.
Yeah.
Right. It was just because she was very ill, and to see somebody you love, go like that, So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah. I mean, I get it. We especially Loomis and I both have gone through close people getting sick and passing away lately too. So it's completely understandable, man.
Yeah. I find it, if you remember where you were at, you know what I mean. We're waking up, fucking sweat, well, sometimes you don't even sleep. You know what I mean? Like you might pass out for 2 hours of it, but then you wake up again, and then you're starting to withdraw already. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right?
I used to be afraid
remember
to
those
fall
times.
asleep. Yeah.
Then I'd be downstairs pacing the fucking living room. You know what I mean? Right? So.
Yeah, that's what I'll never forget my last day using, man, because that was a misery I don't wish upon anybody, dude.
No, I know.
Did you go on did you go on a crazy one, Keith?
I regret getting into that game. I'll tell you, man. There's a big difference in the heroin game and the coke game. You know what I mean? Big difference.
Every Timmy says every day it's a struggle, but it's one more day. Absolutely.
Right.
Until though you will though get to a time though where it's not like a struggle every day though, like where you're dying. You'll get though to a point though where you can live with it. And I think the most important thing is, and that's what I was telling my family, because it's my mom's birthday and my family was here, and I was telling my brother and even her and my aunt, it's all about like Keith, Bobby, you know what I mean, Joe, Linda, Gina, the people that are that I talk to in my circle, Kevin, they're, you know what I mean. That's that's what's keeping me sane.
Well, when you meet people that there's no more lies, there's no more, that you're straight up honest now with yourself and with your loved ones, then we're on the same frequency. You know what I mean? Right? We're on the same frequency, and when I'm going through something, you guys build me up, vice versa. That's how it works, man. You know what I mean? Right.
So when I, you know, in my profession,
Thank
in my
you.
profession, we've lost people that you're close to for unexpectedly and stuff, and it's talking to military people who've done the same thing. It's like it it sucks for you and Timmy that like y'all were that tight and he got taken away. But would Dean want you to get fucked up and fall into a fucking black hole, or would he want you to fucking just remember him and kind of move forward? So that's kind of what somebody told me one time. They're like,
Dean would have been disgusted with me the way I turned
honored
out.
him.
He would have been disgusted with me.
Yeah. So that's what I just try to remember, man. It's like, they don't want me crying, falling into a bottle in a corner of my house. They want me to honor them, keep doing what I'm doing, and remember him this way, dude. Tell stories about people because they say people die twice when you're gone physically, and then when someone mentions your name for the last time on Earth. So, writing a book, fucking amazing, dude. And you guys just,
that took a while. That took a while for me to write because I'm a good writer. I'm a good speller. Like I read a lot of books, so I basically had it down, but I made a lot of mistakes, so I had to rewrite it a few times, change it, right? So I gave it to my friend. His name's Donnie in Montreal. He writes for a magazine down there, and so I gave it to him to look through. And nobody told me. He said it's a blockbuster. That was his words. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, it's not about me. I want to maximize everything. I want to do those two big shows, and then that way the kids will have, you know what I mean, they'll have a steady income. You know what I mean?
Well, that and you honored your friend by putting his name on paper, and it's going to be out there long after we're gone. It'll still be out there.
Yeah, and the truth.
That's
you know
awesome.
what I mean?
Yeah, the truth.
And the truth. Like I said, like for them cops to post that about that fucking piece of shit Gardner, you know what I mean? That made him look like a hero. And I made a comment on it, and I told what I told her. He was a fucking fentanyl dealer. This is what I said. He's a fucking fentanyl dealer, and he doesn't pay his fucking debts. Big hero.
He's a murderer.
Nobody said a word after that. I never got any notification.
Listen, there's murder in business and stuff like that, whatever it is, that's the life people choose. But when you're just deliberately selling fucking death in a little baggie, you deserve to be put. You deserve to be.
I'm not going to say who, but somebody else left a comment on that page saying Canada isn't big enough for you. Or they got him hit out. I know where he is. I'll be honest. I don't care who knows. I know where the fuck he is because I know where he grew up. Like where else?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Wait, but what do you mean? Like they said it in what way? Canada's. What do you mean?
There's nowhere for that guy to hide, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I got it. I didn't know if someone did something directed towards Bobby. Okay, I got it.
No.
Got it.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
So, just like
absolutely Canadian podcast, one day at a time. Yeah, Timmy. Yeah. Guys, please hit that like button. Subscribe up though too, because we do this every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. So then, Bobby, though, I mean, it's great though. Every time, like I called you. It was yesterday, and you're doing back on the with the union, doing all that.
Yeah, well, we got it. The ship hasn't come in yet. You know what I mean? I came back trying to work on this fucking ship, and it was supposed to be in yesterday, or no, it was supposed to actually be in fucking on a weekend. Then it was supposed to, like up to now, the problem is they don't have any pilots, right? So it's still in.
What about what's in Malibu?
Sorry?
What's in Malibu?
The beach.
No. Keith's probably like, what the fuck is he asking? Fucking
Malibu.
No, I thought you were building a house or something.
Aruba.
Aruba?
Yeah, renovating. Yeah.
Renovating. Yeah. Aruba. Thank you, Keith.
Yeah, my friend Scotty's down there doing it. So. That's in America. I'm not allowed in America because I'm a threat to national security over there. You believe
I know
that?
you can't even come here. That's freaking.
Yeah.
Come on.
Straight
How
up,
do
man.
other
You
guys know though? Well, I don't know if it's because of people who cooperate or whatever, but how about though all the mobsters and stuff though who cooperated though that go over to Europe and stuff like that?
well, that's Europe. That's Europe. I mean,
Canada's though is different though. Like, all right, so even if someone
Canada and America are so hypocritical, it's sickening. You know what I mean? Like, it's disgusting. You know, like, it's.
Bobby, I've got a off the wall gangster question for you because I'm fascinated with the life myself. I always have been. Did you see that documentary on Netflix about the Canadian mob?
No, I don't have Netflix.
Oh, Bobby, here, I'll give it to you tonight.
I was just wondering how accurate it was. That's all. But yeah.
Well, I heard about it. It's got Ray Ferrari in that, Eddie Mello. I know all those guys and some of the other. I even know the guy that ratted. Like, you know what I mean, right? I know the whole backstory on a lot that went on. Like, I heard about it, but I never. Like on YouTube, there was a thing on it, so I know that. So, but when somebody was telling me about it. It was pretty similar to the one on YouTube, but I know all the players. So, they're all under the Camiso brothers. Yeah.
Just I didn't mean to interrupt. Timmy was leaving, so I know that's your boy, so I just was saying.
Oh, Timmy was leaving? Right on.
Yeah.
Tim, thank you for coming on, brother. I'll give you a call later, man. Yeah.
There's Matt. There's the what's up, Pop? Come here, boy.
Nope.
Keith, give it a cop's command, like to do something. Show us.
Sit. Speak.
Right on.
Nice.
He's a big 90-pound shepherd that if me and you were fighting in front of him, he'd fall over and just lick his butt, probably.
You wouldn't even give a fuck, though.
Yeah.
But Bobby, I appreciate you coming on, man. This was a pleasant surprise, dude.
Well, I did. I wanted to see you guys too, right? You know, and plus, I haven't been too available for anybody either, right? So, you know what I mean. So, you know,
No,
I went away.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I went away for a while, and I came back.
Every time you come on, I really enjoy it, buddy. I know we played phone tag the past couple months, but it's good to see you.
Yeah, I love having you on these lives
too. See you both, man.
Yeah, you know, you check in once a month, once every other month, whenever you want. You know, the door's open for you.
Yep. Yeah, I know. It just, you know, life happens and you get busy, you know, and shit happens.
Yeah, I get it, man. We're just very grateful that you gave us your time, and yeah, the door's always open for you. Like Keith said.
Same here, boys. Same here,
Thank
guys.
you.
You know, really appreciate it.
When that book comes out, we're definitely going to have to do a show on the book.
Oh,
man.
yeah, no, well, that'll be a whole different avenue, 100%.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely going, though, to see Bobby actually real soon because from talking to Joe from my passport thing, it's not as long of a wait as I thought. So you'll be seeing me soon, Bobby, because I need to keep. Well, you just went on a vacation. I haven't been on
No,
like a real one. I need one bad.
Thinking about buying a ticket for Canada a couple weeks ago. I just sent my passport in for renewal too because I didn't even know it was know it was expired. So mine's coming.
Oh no!
Shit. How does a passport get expired? Like, you know what I mean? It's all about this. They milk it. You need it. In some countries now, you got to pay for a visa just to visit a country now. So what is that?
Of course.
That's what they said. Oh, we'll get it back to you in like 4 to 6 weeks. But if you need it tomorrow and you pay triple, I'm like, nah, 4 to 6 weeks is good.
Yeah. How bad do you want to go?
Put away.
Yeah, how bad do you want to go? You know, it's all fucking everything geared to take your fucking money, man.
Yeah.
That's it. And happy birthday to your. Oh, thank you very much, Canadian podcast, Canadian Girl podcast. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's Talissa. Right? Yeah, she's great, man.
All right, thank you for being here, Talissa. Subscribe up, guys. When you leave here, if you please hit that like button, leave a comment in the real comment section.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing an interview on Talissa's Canadian Girl podcast soon, right? So
So how do you find it? Is it if you put in Canadian Girl Podcast? Is that it? That'll pop up. That's the name of it.
Yeah. She's gonna.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
I used to know her uncles. Both her uncles were very well respected. She comes from good stock.
I sat down with on the Roll the Bones podcast, and I think that's coming out tomorrow. And it's weird. They asked a lot of good questions that I've never really talked about in public too. So Roll the Bones tomorrow. It should be.
Yeah, I watch it, so I like what he does, man. Like,
yeah, he's
wow.
good. That's good. They're good people, man.
Oh yeah, no, they're a family. Like over there, yeah, Chris and them are definitely 100%. What's up, Pete? That dog is staring like it's past time for something. That dog
Yeah,
is
this is the
staring.
other one.
Oh yeah. What's up, buddy? Man, I
He's the
miss my
failure.
dog.
He failed.
Yo, Bobby and Rico charges. Oh, no, that's why there's no Rico in Canada. That's why it's still like the Wild West.
Yeah. No,
That's why, Costa.
we just have the
like,
Gangsterism Act.
What's that, Bob?
It's called the Gangsterism Act, what we have here.
Yeah, got it.
Right.
But Rico, though, stopped all of the mob slayings, though, like around here and all that stuff.
Well,
Pretty
here's
much.
the problem.
That was
On our statutes, if you
Cowboy era.
do a robbery, it's 15 years. That's it. We go by our statute, what it says. In America, they don't. Because it's all about corporations over penitentiaries. 100 years. You know. And then now look, they're doing the same thing the mob did. You know. You go to City Hall. Check this out. You go to a City Hall, right? I watched this guy on YouTube, and he did it great, right? He went to City Hall and he went up to the front desk where the security guard was. And he goes, I'm doing a story on that there's organized crime happening in here. And security guards, he goes, well, I heard there's coercion, extortion, and theft, right? You know what I mean? He was dead on. The guy's just dumbfounded. He goes, is that a gun you got? He goes, well, how come I can't come in here with a gun? How come you get to get a gun to defend yourself, right? So he's asking who pays for this big palace that you're in, and he says, well, the clerk over there will know who pays. So he goes over to the other one. He starts telling the clerk the same thing, that well, I'm doing a story because we heard this place is all organized crime, right? And the clerk's getting no, you know, he's asking the same question he asked the security guard, and then the guy was getting upset, right? Because he was making a point. He goes, I come in here and security guard's got a gun. I asked him a question. You know what I mean? He refers back to you. Nobody knows who pays for this place, right? So anyways, the clerk phoned the police on the guy. So he goes, so you just phoned the security guard, a guy with a gun, and then you phoned the police with other people with a gun. So you sure this isn't organized crime? Right? So, you did it good. You'd have to watch it yourself.
Sense. Yeah.
But it is, like, you think about it. He says, is there any coercion? You know what I mean, right? You know, that's what they do. If you don't pay a ticket, you lose that. You don't pay a bill, you lose. You know what I mean? That's fucking extortion, man. You know?
It is.
Well, yeah, 100%, Bobby, 100%. Well, listen, man, I'm going to get back to the party, though, and I want to thank you again, man, for coming on, Bobby, and I'll be talking to you, I'm sure, during the week. And thanks again, brother.
Guys. Yeah, right on, man.
Bobby, I'll talk to you soon. Love you, buddy.
Thank you, Bobby. That was Mr. Bobby Bright. Well, I always want to thank Bobby for his time. Gentleman, great guy. And you'll be seeing Bobby around a lot. Thank you all so much for watching Mind Over Madness. Everyone in the chat, we love you. Keith, you want to close it out?
See you next week. How's that?
You're getting there. You all right?
Yep.
You're getting there.
Put me on the spot.
Love you guys, and we love when Bobby is on. Yes, we do, and we love you guys too. Right to the point. LOL.
There it is. You got it, Pete. See you next week.
Right to the fucking point. Thank you again, Bobby. Everyone out there watching, thank you. We'll see you next week on Mind Over Madness. Please hit that like button on your way out and subscribe.
No,
Take care.
blank to the face. So seeing her laying there with missing half of her head was just like,
The basic message that I just wanted to know that it's okay to ask for help. Like in the addiction world, people think it's embarrassing to go to rehab or go somewhere, like, to go away. But what's really more embarrassing is being out there and still